He's one of the world's biggest acts, perhaps the biggest act in the world today. Bad Bunny is officially headlining the Super Bowl halftime show. NFL confirmed the news Sunday. Grammy-winning Puerto Rican artist who's broken a global streaming records. He's headlined Coachella. He's going to take the stage at Super Bowl 60 this February in Las Vegas. And he posted in Spanish to X, the translation. I've been thinking about it these days, and after discussing it with my team, I think I'll do just one date in the United States. So Bad Bunny there saying, look, it's just going to be that one. There's no other US dates because the star says he fears, very outspoken about the Trump administration's immigration enforcement policies, including ICE raids at large events. He fears that could endanger him or his many fans. Singing and posting in Spanish, plus politics, that was enough to spark an instant online meltdown from Maga. So take a look. I mean, this was instant at some of the posts here. You have Benny Johnson, who writes, this is Bad Bunny. It was just announced as the 2026 Super Bowl halftime show. Massive Trump hater, anti-ICE activist, no songs in English. And they're right. What's really the crime here? It's really that. He even canceled his entire US tour for this reason. Effing ICE could be outside my concert. And it's something that we were talking about and very concerned about. The NFL is self-destructing year after year. So Benny Johnson's the former BuzzFeed writer turned far-right commentator known for pushing conspiracy theories. As we said, massive hater. There's more. Is it that hard to pick a unifying music act who doesn't want to peddle woke propaganda? So that was another one there. Does this guy really scream American football to anyone? Be for real with me. No one thinks he does. This isn't about music. It's about putting a guy on stage who hates Trump and MAGA. So I mean, it goes on and on and on. Robert Starbuck, he's conservative influencer. He failed congressional candidate, proclaimed the NFL chose a guy who hates Trump and MAGA. The right-wing accounts then spread memes calling Bad Bunny a demonic Marxist. Others shared QAnon-laced conspiracy content, linking him to satanic imagery. I mean, listen, he's a sexy singer. That's what I know Bad Bunny as. I think he dated one of the Kardashians, but what else is new? But they just can't stand it. In reality, Bad Bunny's been speaking out against immigration abuses for years, ICE raids, family separation, Trump administration's neglect of Puerto Rico after Hurricane Maria. He had a big voice on that. But of course, this is not the first time that MAGA voices have exploded over a halftime show. Wasn't that long ago that conservatives slammed Kendrick Lamar's performance at last year's Super Bowl as too political, un-American, and woke. No response from the NFL about the backlash. But for millions of fans, they're saying, look, this is just historic. Bad Bunny has sold millions of records worldwide without English language hits. He's headlined major festivals, won Latin Grammys, and he's really transformed global music, all while refusing to cater to the American right. So are we seeing, why do you think the NFL even picked him, given what we know about the NFL?
Yeah, I have a pretty good idea why they picked him, because he's popular. Mystery solved. Okay, so a lot of things in here that I find very amusing. One is no songs in English. What difference does it make if they're popular, right? Wait, are we not capitalists? So what if it turns out songs that are not in English perform better, sell more? Why do they have to be in English? So like, do we have to go regulate Europe now and all the other countries? Wait a minute, do we have to regulate Israel? What do you mean, Hava, Nagila? That's not even English, brother. Okay, they don't. There's no obligation to speak English. And so you say, well, yeah, but it's here in America. I know, but they're super popular in America. So you don't find them popular, but an enormous number of people do. So what's the beef? Like, oh, okay, he doesn't like Trump. So what? Is that a new requirement that every performer has to like Trump? or ICE, why do you care about his political opinion? So look, I always do shoe on the other foot, right? So if one year they brought in Kid Rock, I wouldn't be like, oh my God. I don't care about his political opinions. Even if he said his political opinions during the Super Bowl, he does his thing and he's got his eyes going in these different directions, and then he goes, oh, I hate the libtards. I'd be like, okay, so what? I mean, like literally, I'm asking you guys, so what? Okay, and by the way, it's not like the left wing, never canceled anybody, and I'm not saying that during the Democratic times that if they did pick Kid Rock that there wouldn't be people on the left who complained. There probably would be, right? But I'd be against them too. So all of these things are absurd. Demonic Marxist. Why can't someone just not like Trump but not be demonic or Marxist? You really know Bad Bunny's like political philosophy and ideology? Why did you read his manifestos? Is the Marxism somehow buried in the lyrics and I missed it? Okay. And demonic, I know he's got bad in his name, but he also has bunny in his name. So not usually the route that demonic Marxists take. But is it possible to disagree with someone and have them not be a demonic Marxist? So all of this is so absurd. Oh, Travis Kelce, it's Taylor Swift, but Taylor Swift doesn't love Trump, and even though she's barely said anything, that we hate her. By the way, Kendrick Lamar performed, we hate him. We didn't like his political message. Beyonce back in the day, in 2016 or something, we didn't like her political message, so we hate. Guys, just calm down, man. Just let him sing a couple of songs and move on with your life.
Well, remember, Taylor Swift also had her cats front and center on social media, and Maga didn't like that during the last election. But they're also, speculating. Look, Trump came to the last Super Bowl, Jen. He may be at this one, and Bad Bunny will likely make a political statement with his music. So what do you think happens there? And Trump's made no comment, at least as we went to Showtime, airtime here, but he could. And will he then threaten? I mean, I think that's a given. He'll threaten, will the NFL cave? I mean, the whole thing is so juicy for some people.
Yeah, I know. The idea, by the way, musicians having political opinions, totally new. Never happened before. That's why Johnny Cash didn't have a middle finger to the establishment on the cover of one of his albums. Oh, I'm hearing he did. Oh, he did. And country singers, by the way, a lot of them used to be on the left. Now they're on the right. And you know how many times I've complained about that? A sum total of 0. Because why do I care? Let them have whatever political opinions they like. Oh, well, we're boycotting movies. And I made fun of the left for this. Well, I won't go to a movie if John Voight or James was in it. Brother, like they're in the movie, they're playing a character. They're not actually then like doing a political message in the middle of the movie, etc. And so what if they did? You don't like them. So yeah, I saw a movie that I didn't like, American Sniper, where they're glorifying this maniac who's shooting civilians left and right. Okay, so then I come and I tell you I hated it, and then I'm done with it. I'm not obsessed about it. I'm not saying it shouldn't be allowed to happen, right? Yes, people let them sing. Maybe they think that freedom of speech is just speech, but doesn't apply to songs. I don't know. It just, by the way, FYI, it does.